So I knew the first thing I didn't want to make was a course that created a cookie cutter system to have you do what I do. So I know why I wake up in the morning. I know why I teach. I know what my purpose is. It's not exciting for you to do that necessarily. What excites me more is the thinking that went behind getting there. What tools did I use to get to that point where I'm totally free around what it is I do with my life, what my life is for. So that's why I wrote this course. It's the whole first section of the course where why are you standing in front of the room? Why are you leading? Why are you teaching? So we do the work to find your purpose, and then we teach you how to teach yourself. So what does that mean? You have questions about how the knee functions that maybe didn't get addressed in the course. There is not an instant that you don't know exactly how to answer that question. And of course, you'll totally know how the knee functions during the course. That's, in terms of data, we go through tremendous amounts of data, more than 1,000 poses. We look at every important muscle, joint, and bone of the body. So your understanding of the body becomes much more profound, but more importantly, but then we apply that to answer the question, why does yoga work? When you do yoga, what is the mechanism? What is the thing that has, when you feel better, what is that? And being able to answer that question makes tremendous difference. And then that leads us to the last main point of the course, which is that you can teach a great class to anyone. What is it that you do when you're at the front of the class and you say some stuff, and that person over there, because they heard you, does some stuff, and then when they walk out of the room they feel great? How does that happen? So we go through the mechanism of that, and we practice that. We get very good at that before we walk out of that room. So this is my wife, Andrea. She's taken all 3 courses. She actually fell in love with yoga in the course. That's the nice way of saying it. She hated yoga before the course, the first course she took. And one of the things you do in the course is you practice. I give you a practice to do. So the first real time she practiced yoga, so also one of the promises of the course, you'll be stronger than you've ever been. The first real time she ever practiced yoga was inside of this very intensive yoga teacher training. So you took all 3 courses. What had you take the course?
What had me take the course is that I had been avoiding yoga, living with my husband for 5 years. And he kept saying just very nonchalantly, yoga could make you feel better if you did it. And I more or less ignored him. And Caravaggio at the time was old enough that I could be away from him longer. And so I decided to do this thing to make my body feel better. And I was really blown away with, and still am to this day, how much better I feel. And when I stop doing yoga, I'm blown away by how horrible my body feels. And it's really, I have a lot of freedom knowing that I know exactly what I need to do to make me feel better.
Why do you think people should take the course?
Other than you get to be around this guy, and me of course, but he's awesome. It's so fun to listen to him talk. He's funny. You learn stuff. You're challenged. You're around somebody who has studied this stuff for years, and he's questioned, why do we do this stuff? And it's just the people that are in that room really care about learning. Or not so much learning, but understanding why they do what they do, and creating a culture in the world where we're giving people stuff that cannot hurt them, which I think is so valuable, and it's missing everywhere in every, physical, fitness, yoga, everywhere. I don't see it. I have been around fitness for a long time, and the qualities Andrew brings to the practice are just priceless. It's really amazing. And we have a lot of fun, and we enjoy coffee together.
I love teaching the course. It's one of my favorite things to write. It was one of my favorite things to write. It's one of my favorite things to do, just to be around people so excited about growing as leaders in this community. And this is the first time that we're really trying to test opening up availability of the course for people that don't really know me. So we've never had to make any kind of video like this in the past because there was a demand for this in the relatively small circles of people that have access to classes that I teach. So we're in a room that I teach 30 one-on-ones every week, and then I teach 10 classes a week at a very fancy exclusive fitness club, and I teach 2 classes a week, 2 group classes a week that are public. So basically I live in this bubble, and just for people that sort of walk into the bubble, that's who I work with and who I help. And this is the first steps of what will eventually be an internationally available course where we really try to, as my wife said, impact the culture of what it is to be a yoga instructor. Can you make a living at this? Can you actually take care of a family? Can you put the kids through college? I think you can. Like so many service industries, how do we turn service into something that actually serves everyone, serves our community, serves my family? And so service isn't just sacrifice, but it can actually be reciprocity. It's so exciting for me to be a part of a larger conversation and a movement, and we have a lot of fun. I love it. I could do this all day. I think you'd love it too. So if you go to yogabetter.com, you get all the information about the upcoming courses, and you can register online. You can always contact me there, and if you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully see you there.